Machiavelli wrote of power as if it lived only in palaces, in councils, in fear. He taught rulers how to command armies and how to command the hearts of men through pressure, threat, and advantage. But there is a chapter he never wrote, a force he never analyzed. Watch this. No threats, no schemes, no strategies, yet the strongest of all instincts answers immediately. Call it love, call it devotion, call it biology. But if influence is the ability to alter another human's decisions, then these tiny, wordless beings hold more power than any Prince Machiavelli ever advised. Machiavelli believed that control was a matter of calculation, that loyalty was negotiated, that obedience must be shaped by fear or by favor. But look here, no calculation, no negotiation, only instinct, the deepest in our species. Machiavelli taught rulers to manage the masses. He taught them to sculpt perception. He taught them to use people like pieces on a board. Yet a newborn child, with no words, no strength, no understanding of the world, can move a grown human more completely than any political doctrine. Here is the paradox he never considered. The earliest bond in life is also the strongest bond in life. Before kings shaped nations, mothers shaped kings. Every leader, every soldier, every thinker, every tyrant and every saint was once held like this, small, fragile, helpless, within the quiet empire of a mother's arms. What fear cannot achieve, a touch often can. What ambition cannot command, attachment quietly does. The first lessons in power are not learned in courts or battlefields. They are learned here. Observe how a mother moves when her child calls. Her body reacts before her mind decides. This is influence without agenda, control without coercion, leadership without authority. It is the most ancient command in human nature. Machiavelli described power as something that must be maintained by force or cunning. But this requires neither. This is the only influence that is granted freely, willingly, joyfully. Think of the world differently for just a moment. Every empire ever built began in a cradle. Every law that reshaped history was written by someone who once relied entirely on the person you see now. Every revolution, every innovation, every book, every discovery was carried into life by a woman answering the call of someone who could not even speak. So, if power is the ability to shape the future, then look closely. These are the shapers. These are the architects. These are the quiet engines behind every story humans have ever told. Machiavelli studied rulers, but he overlooked the first ruler in every life. He analyzed how to bend nations, but he never understood the bond that bends the human heart. He sought to describe control, but he never described why control is surrendered. Not out of fear, not out of manipulation, but out of love. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson he left unwritten, that the gentlest forces move us the most, that the smallest voices are the ones we obey without question, and that the most natural and undeniable, unbreakable power in all human life is a power that does not belong to any prince, and it does not belong to any general, nor any kings. The greatest power belongs to the ones who teach us to love before we can understand anything else. So, you see, babies are in fact the truly powerful rulers, the truly adorable rulers that Machiavelli never wrote about.